the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on.
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzer, what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot ham.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it. Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
Howdy, and hello, and hi. You're all gay. Welcome to the Revenge of the Cis show.
Sorry, Mersh. You caught me. I was about to hit one of my weed sinks. Right
I was
when
just
you walked in.
high-fiving with my cat, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
We high-five around here, don't we?
I feel like if I talk with an unlit cigarette in my mouth.
The one time he doesn't do it.
The one time he doesn't do it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hey, quick update, because the read's going to be in the middle, but I did want to give an update. We heard back from the Weed Six people. Some people yesterday were having issues making a payment, and they fixed it. So if it's in your card or whatever, you go there now. The payment should go through. Make sure you put ROTC. You're going to get 50% off on the Weed Cigs. And from what I've heard, Mersh, what I just read in the email, you guys are awesome, because we know that there's only 4 shows this ad's running on, and a lot of you put these bad boys in the cart. So thank you.
Nice.
By the way,
Can I say something?
No.
Special thank you to everybody who watches Nightwave, because I plugged it the most.
I plugged it on Daywave a lot.
Yeah, no, I plugged it the most though.
But Mersh, how about this?
I did it more though.
How many of these do you think were put in the cart? Seriously, just guess. Like, remember, the ad's only running on 4 shows. You know the 4 shows? Us and AP.
I wanted to sandbag Royce so bad by guessing a number so high.
Go ahead.
That it's 10,000 packs.
Okay, that's ridiculous. I don't even have that many.
No.
34.
Okay, higher.
More than 34?
60,000.
187.
Nice.
187.
Nice.
Which is the code for murder and demolition, man.
Now. I just lit one right now. I was enjoying these last night. Can I say something, Royce? I might have gotten a little carried away.
Are you through a pack already? I knew you were gonna be. I knew it. Hey, I don't blame you. You know why, dude? These are so much easier.
They get me high, and then I don't do a dab and hack my lungs out in the audience's ear for an hour.
These are fucking awesome, and I'm not. Look, I know they're a sponsor, and I fucking get it. And we're not even trying to choke, because the read technically is to be in the middle, but like, These things are amazing. In the morning, instead of having to sit outside and awkwardly have a bowl, you know what I mean? Awkwardly have a bowl sitting there like on the seat where I want to sit, and it's just like a pain in the ass, and then you have to keep lighting it. I sit down with one of these, and I don't have to roll it. I just enjoy it. Have my coffee in the morning. It is the fucking best. Wheatsigs.com, promo code ROTC. I'm not fucking kidding you. I think you guys will like these. So, there you go. And if you had an issue with the payment processor with them yesterday, it should be working today. Remember, this is all brand new, guys. We're going on this adventure together. You know, we're all going on this adventure together.
This adventure. Shut up.
It's an adventure, dude. It's an adventure. Hey, man. Hey, Mersh. It's an adventure called life, man. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what
dude.
it is?
Yeah, life's just like a wave, and I'm just gonna ride it. You know?
Yeah, bro. We're here for
I thought
the
it was
thrill.
a highway.
Life is not a highway. That song was a lie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. The entire world is completely crushed.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
What are you gonna do now?
Yep.
Probably kill Rascal Flats.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
I
I know what
I'm not gonna ride it all night long.
No, you can't.
yeah, I know what I can't do anymore. Drive 55.
It's a
No.
Sammy Hagar reference, you asshole.
Yeah.
That's a Sammy Hagar reference, you asshole. It's one of the funniest things that's ever been
Seriously.
said to me.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Esteban, no, this isn't like Delta 8. This is actual weed.
By the way, one of my favorite things ever. Have you ever seen the story of like the clip of Sammy Hagar where he's like talking in an interview about how he's like, yeah, man, me and David Lee Roth just can't get along, man. And it's like, well, yeah, obviously, because the band doesn't need both of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Band doesn't need
Like,
two,
why would you get along, you know?
a band doesn't need two lead singers, no matter how much Linkin Park tried.
Yeah, one of you
right.
could just do the other one's songs. Nobody cares.
I wonder. I wonder why that.
Or you could just get David Lee Roth and not do any Sammy Hagar songs.
He's doing country music now or
Yeah,
something,
you
right?
could just do that.
I
You know
kind
what?
of.
Just stop at Van Halen 2.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, but Gary Sharon was the best singer of Van Halen. So we're going to sit here and have these little fights about Hagar and Lee. We all Gary Sharon
That is-
was the best singer.
That's the second funniest Van Halen related thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, that is. Gary Sharon was the best singer of Van Halen. Fight me. Fight me.
I don't want to fight over Van Halen.
Yeah, neither did fucking Gary Sharon. That's why he's not the lead singer anymore. So I'm just saying.
Maybe I have more in common with Gary Sharon than I thought previously.
Yeah.
Gary Sharon, the former prime minister of Israel.
No, the other one. Gary Sharon. Gary Sharon is my favorite because he probably is like us. He realized Van Halen sucks and has always sucked.
Yeah, dude.
Why can't this be Love Was Okay?
Well, a live look at the big board on Wall Street right now, where stock futures tick higher despite the trade war between the
But I was told, I was credibly informed that we were going to be in a super recession. That's what I was told.
U.S. and China escalating even more. Right now, they're on the way up. China has now raised tariffs on U.S. goods to 125%.
But you don't buy anything for. Look, I know I'm not trying to be repetitive, but it feels like this happens every day, and we have an update, and I have to keep reminding you that you don't buy anything from us. So what exactly are you tariffing? Marvel movies?
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yep.
They're
That's
like,
it.
oh, we stop stealing your IPs.
They're
Okay.
tariffing John Cena as a person.
As a person, John Cena got tariffed by China.
He's a
That
human
makes
being.
sense.
He's getting tariffed.
That makes sense.
Oh, now
Chinese
you will
leaders-
never see John Cena again.
That's fine. I don't think we're going to see him after WrestleMania anyway.
Xi Jinping says that
I mean,
his
unless you watch Peacemaker.
nation is, and I quote, not afraid. This, of course, in response to President Trump raising tariffs on China to 140.
I will say, sorry, off topic, I know. But Cena's being a heel in the best way he could have been a heel. Not the way everyone wanted him to be, which make him such more of a heel. Like, I'm not changing, you fucking assholes. I'm not going to change. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, making it boring is way better.
It is boring. But so what? So's John Cena.
5%. China has indicated it does not intend to go higher
If
than
he beats Cody, he's
125%,
just going to be a
saying,
babyface, in my opinion.
You think so? You think everyone just fucking hates
No,
Cody?
I just mean in my personal opinion, he's going to be a babyface.
it would be meaningless to engage in further escalation. Trump has paused his latest round of reciprocal tariffs for 90 days for all countries except.
But Melania's fucking hot, man. Jesus Christ. She's
all right,
hot.
I guess.
She's the hottest first lady we've ever had. I mean, that's without a doubt. I would say the only one that would be close would be Kennedy's.
I don't know, man. Nancy Reagan was a thick ass
Yeah,
baddie.
dude, you didn't want to fuck Nancy Reagan? What's wrong with you?
I'm more of an Eleanor Roosevelt guy, and I keep telling
Martha
you that.
Washington.
And to be fair,
God damn.
Jacqueline Kennedy really wasn't very good looking. She had a great dumper on her.
Yeah.
But she wasn't very good looking.
Yeah, dude. She had a fat ass for a white girl. In the
No
60s.
merch. Jackie Kennedy was gorgeous. That's why he was so loyal.
The most loyal man in politics.
You know who was a baddie? That Mary Todd Lincoln.
God, stop.
China.
Oh, that was the end of the story. That was embarrassing.
China.
You know what they actually do buy from us with their tariffing? Like pig intestines, dog. I swear to God. Like they buy meat from us, but only the bad parts.
I'm sorry, black
so that they can make it look like real meat and then ship it back to us.
No, because they eat that shit because they're fucking bug people, bro. They're fucking bug people.
They do eat weird shit, man. Like, I mean, you know, that country is like, there's a lot of them, and they don't get paid very well.
Yeah, it's very Chinese.
That's fucking hilarious.
The head of the U.S. military base in Greenland, Colonel Susanna Myers, was fired after distancing herself from the Trump administration.
Whoa.
What do you think's going to happen if you do that?
What do you, no. But what does that even mean by distancing herself from the Trump? What does that mean? That's not a crime.
Susanna Myers was fired after distancing herself from the Trump administration. The U.S. military's Space Operations Command cited a, quote, loss in confidence in her ability to lead. The news comes after Myers separated herself from Vice President J.D. Vance's March visit to Greenland in an email to base personnel.
Oh, so you didn't even show up on the... Okay, hold on.
No. Let me... Because I don't even think she'd be required necessarily to show up.
I think she would.
You wrote a memo.
That's the problem, yeah.
You wrote a memo. See, I was on your side until I found out you decided to fire off an opine in a memo, didn't you?
Honestly, you could have easily been like, "Oh my God, I'm sick. I don't want to get my VP sick," and not shown up. If you could have done that, and you probably could have got away with it. Yeah, exactly.
You could have just not gone, and I don't think anyone would have noticed your presence.
Also, can I point something out? You dumb bitch. You hate this administration so much that you guys got rid of the cushiest gig. Bro, cushiest gig. You're the commander at Greenland, in a Greenland base. That is a cushy fucking gig. You just ruined it. And probably was I wonder how much he was fucking getting paid too. All you had to do, even if you don't like him, was shake his hand and be like, "Oh, Mr. Vice President," whatever. And that's it.
Or not go and just write an announcement that says, due to a scheduling conflict, I will be unable to attend the vice president's speech, but I wish him the best of luck here in Greenland.
Incredible, beautiful landmass filled with incredible people.
Vance also accused Denmark of, quote, underinvesting in its semi-autonomous... separated herself from Vice President J.D. Vance's March visit to Greenland in an email to base personnel.
Our message to Denmark is very simple. You have not done a good job by the people of Greenland. You have underinvested in the people of Greenland, and you have
Fucking YouTube, dude.
invested
It's
in the
YouTube. It's just
security
YouTube.
architecture of this incredible, beautiful landmass filled with incredible people.
Vance also accused Denmark of, quote, underinvesting in its semi-autonomous territory and leaving it vulnerable to foreign actors. Myers wrote in the email,
You're like America.
Look at this. Look at this. At least she was a baddie.
Quote, I do not presume to understand the current politics, but what I do know is the concerns of the U.S. administration discussed by Vice President Vance on Friday are not reflective of Pitifix Space Base.
They are.
But they are because he's the vice president.
He's the vice president. They have to.
So the vice president literally lives on the naval base.
I know.
Man, there's this thing called chain of command.
Mm-hmm.
If your boss tells you, look, I don't never get this. If your boss tells you to do something, even if you don't like it, you can't be like, no. You do it. You have to do it. If it's legal and it's your job, even if you think it's stupid, at some point, you know what? You could be like, privately, not in a memo to the base, privately be like, hey, man, look, I get it, but like, I have to live here and you just pissed all these people off. You could have that fucking talk with him, right? And I'm sure if you did it like privately, you wouldn't be fired. But you couldn't do that because you're a woman. So instead, what you do is
because they wanted they wanted the glory moment. And then I told him, and then I wrote a memo. Okay, then you got fired.
And by the way, you know what's coming next? You're going to lose all your security clearances. Then you can't get those cushy gigs with it either. You stupid idiot.
This is like if Honda came out and they were like, we're no longer selling the Civic. And a dude who owns a dealership emailed all of his employees and was like, look, I'm just saying that doesn't reflect my authority over this lot.
No, it absolutely does.
Civics anymore.
That's how it works.
The email.
Idiot.
Also, someone in the YouTube chat says it was rumored that Barbara Bush gave the best lap dances.
She probably was a pig.
Dampen the
Barbara Bush was a freak.
administration's goal of deepening ties or even acquiring Greenland.
She wasn't called Barbara Brazilian.
Oh man, now think of this bitch's pussy hair. What's wrong with you? It's old lady, dude.
You only have to think of the lack of pussy hair.
Barbara Bush's pussy looked like the inside of a Harlem Globetrotters locker room.
Barbara Bush's pussy has a landing strip, in my opinion. That's what I'm thinking.
Department spokesman Sean Parnell
But like
said
one that's cut out of the jungle, like it's the reverse of what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Statement, quote, actions to undermine the chain of command or to subvert President Trump's agenda will not be tolerated at the Department of Defense.
Pretty fair.
Space Force Colonel Sean Lee has replaced Myers.
Oh, a man. Who next?
Also, can we not have a Space Force, please?
I like.
What are we? 4 years old? We're broke.
I like the Space Force. It's awesome. I'm sorry, but I disagree. We need a Space Force. Okay, we don't need a Coast Guard.
A lawsuit filed.
We have an ocean.
Yeah, I know, and a Navy. So pick one.
Yeah. We also have a space, you dickhead.
Yeah.
I hate all of you.
Lawsuit filed by the Texas Attorney General could.
Yeah, you know what? You know where the Earth is? In space.
Ah, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, you know what America is? In 2 oceans.
Yeah, I understand that. So maybe we send some Coast Guards to space.
End federal protections for students with special needs.
Okay, Mersh.
What? Which? Oh, would I?
Yeah. Right. To the right.
Yes,
But.
Okay.
The hair's a mess. The outfit is a mess. You look like you're going on a safari. Like every decision she made today is wrong.
She has big binoculars and one of those big hats.
Yeah. She looks like that famous picture of Johnny Carson when he was retired.
Yes.
He went on a safari. Yeah. Clearly, under all those layers of bad decisions you made today, you are very pretty.
Lacey Beasley is here to break it all down for us on this morning's The Learning Curve.
She's dressed like she's chaperoning for a daytime school dance.
You're right.
It's not a good outfit.
Like it ends at 7:30.
Yeah. 100,000 students in Texas benefit from 504 plans in school.
and that's according to the Texas Education Agency. These are federal accommodations for students who have disabilities but do not require special education services. Disabilities include ADHD, dyslexia, visual and hearing impairment, and emotional disorders.
Oh, so a bunch of made-up stuff is what you're telling me.
Yeah, and I don't know. That all sounds kind of made up to me.
That's all fake. I don't know about this.
It sounds like more government scams.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
Lawsuit.
Dyslexia when I was a kid.
That right. Last September, Texas, along with these 16 other states, filed a lawsuit against the Secretary of Health and Human Services and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, challenging the law. Specifically, a portion that added, quote, gender dysphoria to the definition of disability by the Biden administration in May of 2024.
Wait, so I'm sorry. Gender dysphoria. Wait. Okay, hold on a second. You want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to say, I'm a dude, but now I'm a girl now. You want
She's a dude, and he's a dude, and we're all dudes.
Exactly. You want to be a real good burger, and two, the better one. No, you want to be us to respect your pronouns and all that, but also want us to say that it's a disability, so you get money for it. Is that what I'm picking up here?
Correct.
Yeah. They want to both be crazy people and not crazy people at the same time.
But you can't be both. You could pick one. Even if I disagree, you're not allowed both. You can't say it's not a mental illness and then go, but it is a disability and a mental illness.
Gender dysphoria is the mental stress a person experiences when that individual does not identify with the body they were born with.
So it's a disability. Now, the thing you said, that if I said...
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton says the HHS has no authority to unilaterally rewrite statutory definitions and classify gender dysphoria as a disability. While much of the lawsuit focuses on this change, it also asks for Section 504 to be declared unconstitutional.
Yeah, but it's Texas, so it's the most blue-red state there is. So good luck.
However, in February, the plaintiffs filed a joint status report saying they do not want the court to declare Section 504 unconstitutional, quote, on its face or at first look. The next update is scheduled for April 21st.
That's fucking... I feel bad for Texas, dude. It's getting bad.
It is not optimal.
They were already dealing with Mexico.
Am I understating it a bit?
A little
it's
bit.
Not optimal.
No.
Tenants continuously tormented by their neighbor. A restraining order. 24/7 security. Lawyers. Now even
okay, that woman looks crazy. Hold on. What is this?
Tenants continuously tormented by their neighbor. A restraining order. 24/7 security. Lawyers. Now even the law has not been able to stop them.
Blood. That's
blood?
nice.
Is that blood?
That is blood.
Winslow first told us about this story about a month ago. Tonight she's back with
Are you a haunted doll, ma'am?
an update. Haley.
She does.
She looks like a haunted Victorian doll.
Alex, several different law enforcement agencies have responded here.
This is Haley Winslow moving things in your kitchen when you're not there.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Hey, man, can I ask you an honest question? I'm not going to be mean like these other guys, but like,
yes, you are.
What is that hair?
See, that was me.
What is it doing?
Well, I have a question. When you swapped places with the haunted doll, did its soul like join your soul in your body? Is the woman who used to be in you in the doll now?
Maybe it's an homage to Paula Deen. Maybe look, a haircut like that makes good potato salad. I'll tell you that. I'll give you that. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Have responded here. They know her by name.
Everything about you, man, is like really rough with. It's like she's got these starfish earrings. First off, what is that about? You know,
Yeah, she's got starfish earrings. She's got hair like Ricky Morton. You actually look like the kind of mess that should live in Florida, not L.A.
Yeah, you're right.
You look
looks
like,
a Florida
one of the
mess.
wives. She looks like one of the wives from My Husband's Not Gay.
Yeah. Yes.
have responded here. They know her by name. Many businesses in the area have banned her for life, including the Four Seasons Hotel and
Nice.
Ralph's. She's been put on a 5150 psychiatric
Oh, that's the crazy. That's the LA crazy.
hold, and her key's been revoked, but she still finds a way back in every time, and armed with a machete,
Oh, okay. That's you remember there was
Alright.
blood earlier?
hammer, knife, and frying pan. Tenants are terrified for their lives.
We have not slept one
What is
night.
she playing fucking the early game of Project Zomboid?
Yeah, like yes, a frying pan, a knife, and fucking flashlight.
Backpack.
Yeah, backpack, yeah, rations.
We have not slept one night.
Oh yeah, that's that new survival game called Crazy. It's really good.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of Karens screaming at you in a parking lot.
Yo, sorry. Look at this bitch's haircut. Oh my god. Man, bangs at your age. What are you doing?
Have not slept one night in 3 months.
He looks like a dog that would have a snappy comeback for Air Bud.
Yeah.
And man, for the record, too, I love when people exaggerate to that level. I haven't slept a wink in 3 months. You would be dead.
Yeah, you would be.
You'd actually clinically be dead.
She looks like she has all the Beatles haircuts at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Slept one night in 3 months. We've been terrorized, traumatized.
Did she cut your hair with the machete?
It's
She came in my apartment and she cut my hair against my will.
like a bad nightmare movie.
A horror film that won't end, and many residents inside the
There's the blood again.
Beverly Hills Regency says it's because of this woman who
She looks fine. Like she doesn't look like a problem to
Yeah,
me.
she, huh?
She looks great, I think.
they call violent and dangerous.
We're talking Sharon Stone final scene.
Yo, everybody in LA looks like a Sims
Sucks.
character.
Everyone in this particular part of LA and in this video sucks.
But look at what's going on with his hair. It was like tattooed on. It doesn't look here. Look, hold
It
on.
looks
Sorry,
like one of
Marcia,
those
you can see.
tattoos, dude.
Look at that. What is that? A tattoo haircut?
Yeah, they do that in
Alright.
LA, dude.
Can you leave last gen GTA character alone?
Didn't he punch Drew Garabo?
Casino. She's tried to set the building on fire.
No, I think that is actually a she, dude. Crazy, but I think that's a she.
Yeah,
To
that's a
set the
crazy
building on
lady.
fire with a hot scalding frying
Yeah, it's a woman.
pan, which she's ran after me.
Oh, hold on. This is my, hold on. You know what? I got it. Look how she's dressed. Hold on.
Sharon Stone final scene casino. She's
Wow, that guy's a movie buff, huh?
Sharon Stone in the final scene of Casino. You mean the one scene that she melts down in, but she's fighting with her husband
Yeah, no, hold on.
on her own property?
Okay, you know what her hat's reminding me of? Here, this song.
Canned Heat.
Canned Heat from Napoleon Dynamite. You're right. Canned Heat.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
You guys
Imagine
are cool.
knowing 3 Jamiroquai songs.
She's tried to set the building on fire with a hot scalding frying pan, which she's ran after me with. At 3 a.m., she'll start donkey kicking my door.
Okay, I get it. I hear you, man. But what is up with this outfit? What are we doing? What look are you going for?
He's dressed like a GTA character, but in one of the games that came out on PS2.
He looks like a
dude.
He looks like a hitman pornographer. Like what is
But
this?
think about it. GTA is the perfect description because he looks like what a video game programming nerd's idea of a criminal looked like in 1999.
It's gonna
Vice City Stories ass.
you know this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know this guy's an actor, and he's gonna put this on his film reel, right? Like it. It's gonna go on his reel.
3 a.m., she'll start donkey kicking my
He doesn't
door.
look anything like this. This is just fucking a bit he's doing.
And she takes her feces.
He doesn't even live there.
Yeah.
She's ran after me with. At 3 a.m., she'll start donkey kicking my door.
And she
And you
takes
know what the
her.
worst part about the donkey kicking is? She actually goes hee haw.
She makes the noises, which is even worse.
Hee haw, and she kicks the door.
and she takes her feces and smears it
no.
all over the building.
Okay, now.
By the way,
now,
whenever I hear takes their feces and I'm like, oh, here we go.
And what? And what?
never a
And
good
what?
thing.
Properly
Part
dispose.
two's never good.
Please say properly dispose of it in the toilet. Please say properly dispose of it in the toilet.
Never that.
It's never
that.
properly disposed of.
It's never that.
No.
It's always
it's
smears it on the walls, or
it's
eats
always-
it, or throws it at somebody.
Throws it at corrections officers.
Yeah.
Takes her
Fuck.
feces and verb.
Yes, exactly. It's never good. It's never good. Okay, let's see what she did.
Her feces and smears it all over the
They
building.
love the
She
smearing.
has also
They love to
threatened-
smear it.
Oh my god.
She's a doodler.
Tenants with a knife. My door is slashed. This woman has clearly and violently assaulted the building manager, which she was arrested for.
We spoke to Jacqueline Saville inside her apartment about a month ago, who says it's a misunderstanding.
All of those things.
It's just a
What? It's a
misunderstanding.
Coffee,
Fucking Royce is taking
coffee,
a drink. He's almost
coffee
dead.
came out of my nose. Look, it was a misunderstanding.
Dude,
Okay.
she's assaulting people. She's beating up old ladies, kicking down doors, smearing her shit. What do you have to say about this? I think we're just getting our wires crossed.
Yeah.
Well, we got off on the wrong foot, and I think that kind of.
Come on, man.
Saville inside her apartment about a month ago, who says it's a misunderstanding.
I did nothing. This is crazy. I have a
Oh, she's nuts.
Yeah, she is crazy. That's a crazy person.
machete. Excuse me. Do I have a machete?
No, but you said if I said yes, you'd cut me with your machete.
Hey, ma'am. Hey, ma'am, when you're trying to defend yourself that you're not crazy, maybe don't answer the door. Dress
Like timeless Tony Storm.
like Jay-Z now.
Matthew McConaughey owns that outfit.
Oh my God! Are you gonna bring Hangman Adam Page out to the ring?
Seriously.
I was gonna say she's the Cameron collection.
Mm-hmm. Wow, dude.
Holy fuck! I'm not crazy.
Crazy. I
She
have
works at Coyote Hideous.
a machete. Excuse me. Do I have a machete?
Tenants say attorneys are afraid to go up against the Sterlings, real estate moguls who own the building and used to own the Clippers franchise. But
Okay.
Oh, that's Sterling.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
Sterling's attorney tells me they served Saville a 3-day notice, which expired mid-February, and the court process to evict is slow. The sheriff department posted a
You mean the guy that they completely stole his team from him because he asked his girlfriend, I don't care if you fuck other dudes, but can you like not be like hanging out with black guys in public? And then because of that, he
You
wasn't
just said
allowed.
stop posing on Instagram with them.
notice to vacate by April 6th. Meanwhile, tenants say she's moving in more furniture.
Oh no, well, that's not good.
Oh yeah, she's not going anywhere.
It's almost like the well-meaning, lawful, abiding citizens
That's L.A. There's no such thing. Who does that? There.
are being victimized, and it's
He's on cocaine.
He also sells cocaine.
You're right, but he has big cocaine energy, right?
I've never seen anything like it.
Everybody has been contacted, from the DA to the sheriffs to the LAPD to the management company to 10 attorneys, everything. Nobody has done a thing.
Oh my God, I forgot the one. The bitch looks like a rescue ranger.
Dude, her hairdo looks like it's growing out of another hairdo.
Yeah, oh my God.
I talked to many tenant rights attorneys today. None of them would go on the record, but
She looks like a cartoon mouse. You know?
Essentially, they told me once the sheriff serves an eviction notice, they can lock out the tenant within 5 days. And it's a good thing if they do, because if someone is hurt or killed, the liability falls on the landlord. Reporting live, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox 11 News.
Look, I'm protecting the landlords.
What a nightmare. Haley, thank you.
It's kind of hard to believe that law enforcement can't do something, isn't?
No, it's not. It's L.A. It's L.A.
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry,
Dude,
it's-
I know, I get it. It's you want to go like.
It's extremely easy to conceive.
We're
of,
all
yes.
trying to figure out the guy who did this.
See, like one of the reasons I would never move to LA is because, like, among many reasons, I also just wouldn't want to get murdered by an axe murderer smearing poop everywhere.
Machete.
Who also
machete.
happens to look like a 1950s starlet.
First off, Merce, it's a machete wielding maniac, not axe. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want Danny Trejo messing with you. No.
She accused of assault by these residents?
Yes, and the building manager has a restraining order against her, lives in that building. I mean,
That's awesome. I mean, not for them.
Beverly Hills PD, LAPD, the sheriff's department have all been called here multiple times, and that's what the tenants are saying. Why can't this lady be kicked out? And as far as locking her out, theoretically, I've been in there, she doesn't even have a lock on her door.
Oh.
What a great ending.
Oh.
You know what that is? That's the sound of, yeah, I'm done with this story. I don't care anymore, right? Like, that's...
Yeah.
It's not gated. It doesn't have one of those kind of gates before you get into
It
the
has
building?
24/7 security, but the security guard just watched us go in. I mean, as far as we know, he hasn't done anything. And
Yeah,
she
we
is
live in Florida. We have a lot of gated communities like that. We know how that security works. They basically sit in the guardhouse all day and don't watch anything that happens.
No, they don't. They're on their phone. You know, and when you do have to talk to them, like if you go to the gate, they're also on their phone, like talking to somebody while they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and they all failed their police exam. What is this? 3 dead and 1 hurt after plane crash in Florida.
Yeah, so home renovation experts Carolina and Alex Stovall, who live here locally in Jupiter, Florida, join us now to talk about smart storage in your home, but on a budget.
Yo.
Hey, can you turn down your fucking local news?
I know.
while you're
I was
doing
going
this?
nuts. I thought I had a tab open.
No, you didn't. It was just a bad video. Okay, Mersh, I came across this dude, right? And I don't know who it is because I don't know specifically where the original video is from. Somebody just pulled this video, okay? So maybe in the chat, I'm sure some of you guys will figure out who these guys are. You might even know who they are. But did you know, Mersh, please tell me if you're aware of this, that there's a Lefty Bro podcast space, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen some of these shows?
I mean, I'm not a
Okay.
particularly
Neither
fan,
have I.
but I know they exist.
This clip came across my purview, and I want to show you what they talk about. And I want to, well, I'll just play it. Just watch.
As a fat person, to see an evil person exist in society and be like, we want to make fun of him. Let's not make fun of him for his actions. Let's do this. Make his face fat.
He's referring to the JD Vance meme.
But
and because he's fat, he goes, why don't you focus on him being evil and not because he's fat?
But do you not understand? Like, first of all, idiot, the meme isn't calling JD Vance fat. The meme was like a bunch of variants of JD Vance.
Yes.
Some of them made him fat. Some of them made him just cherubic looking.
Yeah.
Some of them made him retarded looking. Like that was the whole point. Only a couple of them made him fat. But the memes weren't calling him fat. It wasn't like we're going, oh, look how fat JD Vance is. Man, this guy just doesn't get it at all.
As a fat person, to see an evil person exist in society and be like, we want to make fun of him. Let's not make fun of him for his actions. Let's do this. Make his face fat.
Yeah.
The best part about this is JD Vance liked the memes. That's the other part. He was never offended by them.
That will really hurt him. How is that the joke?
You're a joke. You're a fat joke. You're a fat, stupid joke.
I love that too, that he immediately translated this as, "Oh yeah, so you wanted to mess with JD Vance, so you made him fat to hurt his feelings." So you don't even get the crux of the original meme, right? Nobody was memeing him to make fun of him. We were just having fun. That was a genuine. The internet was
fun.
just shit posting and having fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It actually started as fucking lefty retards trying to shit on like Pole, and Pole seen it and was like, "That's fucking hilarious. We're gonna make our."
And then, of course, they started doing it. And then look what happens. This is what always happens all the time.
My favorite was the original one with him with like the little Skippy beanie on. And
Yes.
it's like, "You didn't say please."
Yes,
The guy
that
that
was good.
tweeted out and he literally wrote, "You didn't say please." I was like, those are fucking hilarious. And we were all laughing. And then remember the Atlantic had to write a whole article going, "Right-wing chuds love JD Vance, so why are they making fun of him?" Remember? And they had to write a whole article.
and then the next day, JD Vance retweeted one of them because he thought it was hilarious. And you're like, you guys don't understand what dudes think is actually funny. You know?
People kept tweeting that picture of Joker smoking the cigarette, being like, "You wouldn't understand."
Yeah, you wouldn't.
God, those were fun. The original one that got me though was that fucking "You didn't say please."
Please.
That will really
I like the 3D one. The one where he revolves.
Yes.
They're all so stupid.
I love them. And then this guy got his feelings hurt because of them.
You're
You're a fucking loser, bro.
By the way, you got your feelings hurt. JD Vance didn't even get his feelings hurt, and these were about him.
I know.
as a fat person to see.
If there was me, I would be dying laughing. Like, that's just funny, right?
Be an evil person exist in society and be like, we want to make fun of him. Let's not make fun of him for his actions. Let's do this. Make his face fat. That will really hurt him. How is that the joke? How is that the evil thing?
Have you ever watched a Chris Farley movie?
Bro, again, Joker smoking meme. You just wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Like, make fun of a person's actions, not make them look closer to me.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Closer to me? No, you're just fat, and that's fine. But like, don't make it. You're okay.
Also, not all of the Vance memes were like embarrassing. Some of them made him like the Giga Chad guy.
Yeah.
It just became about sticking JD Vance into every meme.
Yes.
Closer to me.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
And then
buddy,
everyone-
hit the gym. You're a man. Then you won't be closer to you.
Everyone's sharing it, and we want to make fun of this person. I totally get that.
No, we weren't making. Okay, he doesn't get it. He really doesn't.
He doesn't.
Bro,
They don't get it.
Listen,
They can't
man,
meme.
You could be fat and be funny, but you're fat and stupid. You know.
I'm on board for that. But just to be like, we're going to make him fat can't be the joke. There's so many things that we could be making fun of him for, but just to be like, let's make fun of him first.
But the thing is, the problem. If you make fun of him for anything, then some victim group will be like, "Hey, that's me." Don't. It just bothers you because you're fat.
Physical appearance. Let's make.
And also, we're not calling JD Vance fat because he's not fat.
He's not. I know.
Making fun of him for, but just to be like, let's make fun of him for his physical appearance. Let's actually not even. JD Vance isn't overweight. Isn't fat.
Yeah, we know.
They just can't. They can't get over the fact that they just can't. Their brains cannot grasp that we just find a picture of JD Vance in a dunce cap, like sitting on a stool, like funny. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be speaking truth to power. It doesn't need to be taking anyone down.
Yeah.
The JD Vance memes were just an organic internet thing where we were like, okay, these are getting out of control and very funny.
Yeah.
But he's just got recognizable
it's called
eyes.
fun.
We can put him on anything. That's the whole point.
Is. Dude, the emo ones are great.
Oh, emo ones killed me. Oh, when they put him on Nightman from Always Sunny, that one got me.
Yeah.
That one got me.
That one was fucking funny, dude.
See, not even JD Vance isn't overweight, isn't fat, and let's make him fat, and that will make him feel bad.
It's a skill issue. They're not able to create comedy.
Oh, okay. You know what? No. Absolutely not.
Now, see, now's when we listen.
If you're not censoring funny things, then it's because you don't know comedy.
Right. If you hurt somebody's feelings, it's because you don't know comedy, Virgie.
This guy literally just badly explained.
Who are these guys? Someone tell me who these guys are. Sorry.
Please, I want to beef with these fat
Well,
fucks.
we're beefing with them. I find out who they are because we're beefing with them.
But I love how this guy just couldn't explain what the memes were, and he explained it badly. First of all, he thinks his side made the memes. Incorrect. We were making the memes.
Yes, good point.
Everyone was making the memes.
Everyone was, but we were making the funny ones. Second of all, many of the people making the memes weren't making the memes to hurt JD Vance or make him look bad. It was silly. Again, everyone was having fun. This guy so badly explained it like, so our way of hurting JD Vance is to pretend he's fat? No, you didn't make the memes, and the people making the memes weren't making fun of JD Vance. You don't even know what's going on. And then the other guy's like, I know. It's like, these people just don't get comedy. It's like, holy shit. Wow.
I told you, dude, Lefty Bro podcasting is hilarious. And I'm not talking about like scumbag left. Like I'm not talking about like Nick Mullen. Like they're funny. I'm talking about like this, like Lefty
Price
Bro.
is like, I'm not talking about good podcasts. I'm talking about these ones.
These guys who are bad.
Yeah. Fucking bread tubers, dude. They're fucking awful. They suck.
Let's actually not even JD Vance isn't overweight, isn't fat. And let's make him fat, and that will make him feel bad.
It's a skill issue.
Sir, I can hear you're fat over the phone.
I need to know who these guys are.
We'll find. Listen, if not by the end of this show, in a couple days, somebody will message us who they are.
Let's.
By the way, I don't even want to beef with him on the internet. I just want to kick the shit out of these guys.
Beat the shit out of him. No,
It's not even
I don't want to do that. That's no, I don't want to beat him up. That's not fun because then they're gonna be the victim. I want to like noogie them, like schoolhouse bully them. You know?
Oh, Royce, you missed my point. I want to make victims out of these two men.
Oh, got it. Okay, that's true.
Let's actually not even JD Vance isn't overweight. Isn't
I want to
fat.
beat the
And let's
the
make him
brakes
fat.
off them so bad that I don't mind that they have a GoFundMe. I don't care that their GoFundMe raised $200,000.
It's a give send go.
Yeah, I don't care as long as I get a $200,000 ass whooping out of them.
And by the way, YouTube, we're kidding. Obviously,
It's
to
a
be clear.
joke.
We're joking.
We're talking about challenging at DAZN, boxing.
Yeah, obviously.
Star.
Yes.
Buzzword, iDubbbz.
We
I don't
want
know.
it'll be a sanctioned fight. Okay.
JD Vance isn't overweight, isn't fat, and let's make him fat.
Someone
and that
on
will make
Twitter
him
commented on this. Cries in Crisco.
feel bad.
It's a skill issue. They're not able to.
It's a skill, Mersh. It's a skill issue. You don't know how to be funny, you idiot. It's a skill issue.
Create
What's that
comedy.
shirt? What's that shirt? That shirt will help us narrow it down.
It's an Epcot World shirt. It says
Shit.
it's Epcot. So this probably I don't know who these again.
I'm looking. I'm hunting.
Okay.
Issue. They're not able to create comedy.
Yeah, ignore all those people laughing at the funny thing you did. You don't know comedy.
I have this new thing that people, the whole world says they're funny. No, almost nobody is funny.
Yes, sir. You're telling me.
We
You're
agree
telling
with
me.
that statement. The problem is you're the people we think aren't funny. You're not funny. You don't know how to be funny. You guys have fucking woke yourself or whatever, censored yourself into this weird corner where you're not allowed to make fun of anything because everyone's a victim class, and the only thing you can make fun of is Trump. Oh, Trump. You have Trump, Orange Cheeto Man, Republicans. And even people that agree with you, after a while, you're just like, can you just like be funny?
I agree. I agree.
Oh, I agree. I agree. Look, I will take 5 minutes of any part of our show, even when we're farting around on an off day, and put it against your best stuff, and I guarantee you we're funnier than you. Guaranteed.
Almost nobody.
This is the kind of guy that walks over to you at a bar and goes, "Hey, man, the lady said to leave you alone," and then the chick you're talking to is like, "No, I didn't."
No, I didn't.
And they're like, "Oh."
The world is fine.
Hold on, hey Royce.
Yeah.
No, that's not from the fucking room. What the fuck? I'm trying to figure it out. I
Okay.
put the link in like Grok and went, "What is this clip from?" And it's telling me Joe Rogan Experience. So clearly, Grok doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
What's nobody is funny?
This is the kind of guy that would come up to you. This is the kind of guy that would come up to you while you were messing with your wife.
Right.
And be like, is this guy bothering you?
Exactly.
We came in here together.
What? We came in the same car, you fucking fat retard.
You really let this guy talk to you that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, shut up. Then Marie bullies him.
Yeah, you don't even bother.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to go pick some songs.
Yeah.
She just stands there and bullies him.
I agree.
Oh, were you rescuing me?
You fat loser.
He's just standing there like,
fucking Christ. She walks back up and he goes, he's crying. I got him to cry. He's crying.
Yeah, he's crying right now.
That's pretty cool.
Funny. Almost nobody is funny. I
agree.
Believe
I agree.
Almost nobody in the world is funny.
I agree.
We need to start articulating.
Nobody in that fucking
Everyone thinks they're
room.
funny.
I know, yeah, seriously. No one in that room's funny. That's for fucking sure.
Let me tell you something. I don't have to say that on my show. I don't say nobody's funny.
No.
Funny. Whoever's made that meme goes, I'm funny. I made a bad person.
That meme.
The entire internet was
Shared that meme.
howling at these. Everybody thought it was funny, but you, because you're a sensitive little prick. That's all
This
you
would
are.
be more fair if you just said, I don't get it.
And that's fine. I would give you that. I would give you that. I don't get it. It's not
I
for me.
see that all the time. There's all kinds of memes that happen sometimes that I feel left out.
Chicken jockey. Like
Bro,
that?
never once have I been like, that's not funny. Like, I have at least enough self-awareness to understand that sometimes I log into X, formerly known as Twitter, and I see something that I just don't get, but everybody's all about it. And you know what I do, sir? I just sit back and I go, hey, you know what? Good for them. They're enjoying a thing today. I don't fucking get it, but hey, must be a hot thing because everybody's sharing it.
And by the way, it's
That's all.
everyone's bowdy. So just make sure you
Bowdy,
say it right.
bowdy, rowdy, rowdy,
Thank
as,
you.
as Conan used to say.
The barbarian?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm funny.
The fake Mexican barbarian.
Okay. Carlos Mencia?
They're funny. Whoever's made that meme goes, I'm funny. I made a bad person. I didn't take any of the source material. I just made him fat. I just made him a big blob.
You made yourself a big blob, and I find it funny too, bud. So maybe you are funny. Maybe you are funny.
Is this the comedians complain about jokes that everybody else was enjoying podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You know what these guys sound like? They actually do remind me of when I used to do stand-up too. There was always a contingent of local comedians that would just sit in the back of the room
Yeah.
and bitch and moan all fucking night. Like, I was never one of those guys, but there was always comics that would just sit in the back and go, I don't even know why he's passed at that club. It's like, he's not even funny. It's like, I don't know what these people are all laughing. I don't even get it, dude. Yeah, there's always those guys, and you're like, who gives a fuck, bro? People are here. They're buying drinks. They're laughing. What can you do?
That's what matters.
What
Yeah,
can
that's
you do?
exactly. Who
I don't know what to
cares?
tell you.
Let me read some of these donations. Genocide Circus. Cena's going to win that match and make a new spinner belt, and I will buy that shit. Genocide.
I want a new spinner belt.
Me too. Genocide Circus. God damn it. I was thinking Jamiroquai and Canned Heat. Genocide Circus says she's just trying to tell him she wants that dick and she's real into anal. Genocide Circus again. What's with those outfits? She looks like she's wearing a custom item in Tekken 8. Okay, Tekken 8's pretty funny.
Tekken 8 is very
That's
specific.
a good reference. I think you've got a donation over on Ko-Fi. Of course, the preferred way to donate because we get most of the monies. North Florida man, happy Friday, boys. The First Lady talk has me all bricked up. Gonna pop a couple Johnny Apple CBD mind melds and have a Mammy Eisenhower goon sesh. Goon sesh. And you know what we're going to do here right before we go to break? I want to remind everybody about WheatSix. WheatSix.com. Promo code ROTC is going to get you 50% off on these bad boys, which I'm going through them pretty fast. Mercer's already been through we went through one pack already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You get 16 grams of weed, and it's federally legal, and it smells like weed, and it gets you high like weed. Highly recommend them. Weedsigs.com. Promo code ROTC. If you had an issue yesterday with the payment thing, it should be fixed today, so you'd be able to check out and all that stuff. You do make us look good when you buy these, but 50% off is pretty badass. So go check it out right now. Weedsigs.com. Promo code ROTC to get
50% off.
That's the biggest discount we've ever given for real. So I don't know, man, but I mean, I'm all for it.
We actually tried to talk them into less,
we did,
but they wouldn't listen to us.
Yeah, we were like, "That's big. You sure?" You're like, "Yep, no, we're doing it." I'm like, "All right." Well, there we go. 50% off. Promo code ROTC, and you make us look pretty fucking cool. Now, what we are going to do is, because it is Friday, and we're going to have some fun behind the paywall with all the people who support us over at revengeofthesys.locals.com or patreon.com/we're-not-sorry, and/or, I guess, for $7 a month, you get Wednesday's show, you get half a Friday show, and our movie riffs, and the backlog, and every single audio version of this show with 0 commercials. So, highly recommend signing up, $7 a month. You'll be helping us out. But right now, we're heading over to hang out